We came here thinking we were experienced campers, ready to tackle the ring road just how we would if we were back at home.
Yeah, they're not usually marked. It's kind of a guessing game to figure it out.
We were so wrong. Our American camping instincts were completely useless here.
So let's hope we get the poo right.
We had to learn a few things and adjust to a few things during our camping experience in Iceland. And this is the guide that we wish we had to give us the basics of camping in Iceland.
Good luck if you come here from the United States. You just have to learn van life.
First of all, there is no such thing as wild camping or camping wherever you want in Iceland. In 2015, they passed a law to protect the country's fragile environment. And so it's illegal to camp anywhere except for in a designated campsite. So you can't park in parking lots or rest stops, or definitely you can't pull over on the side of the road and camp, but you must camp within the designating camp spots. Now, that is another interesting story.
There are no spaces. It's a free-for-all and everybody just camps wherever.
In a designated camping area.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can camp wherever. You see everybody's kind of spaced in real close to each other.
Yeah, there's no such thing as
right.
Getting a spot. That's a very American thing, I think.
Yeah, that seems to be.
Yeah, there's no need to make a reservation because there's no, quote, spots. So everyone just parks wherever they want within this camping area, and even on the grass, which seems sacrilegious to us Americans. And they might be parked right next to you so that their cord will reach the electricity.
Also, you can upgrade your site to have electricity, which we've done every night because, got to charge the things like this camera. And that is pretty much the only upgrade there is.
So these are what the electricity hookups look like, and it's not surprising to see several people parked around this so that their cord can reach.
Black water tank dumps, but that's a completely different animal compared to what we do in the United States, because it's a very small, like 3-gallon portable little poop container. And
we should probably film it and have you show them how to do it, because we had no idea.
Yeah.
And Roy had to watch someone else do it.
The poo situation is a little interesting. It's not standardized like it is kind of in the States. It's a little bit different. So we're gonna find that out. Just kind of guess where the black water goes. Some of them are pretty nice setups. Some of them are just this pipe that you hope the poo goes into. Okay, I think they're all like this here. It's like 3 gallons, so not the big 20, 30 gallon ones that we have in our travel trailers at home. And there's no hoses, so it's not bad. It's actually easier than the ones at home. So lift that up, bring it out. Comes out sealed, you hope. Again, this seems right. Smells like poo. Fingers crossed we don't get arrested. All right. Yeah, I think it is. So, gross. I seem to release the pressure. And let's see if we get thrown out. All right. At least it looks like a suite back home, so it makes sense it's at the end of the bathroom. Either I contaminated the town's water source. I don't think I did. Okay, there's that. Yeah, obviously it's not clearly labeled. It never has been, you know. Well, I take it back. Last night's campground, when we stayed by the glacier, that was actually marked. But that is not a consistent thing. That is a, hope you get it right. All right, it's empty. Put it back in. Go wash my hands. The bathroom's right here. Yeah, just make sure it clicks. If it doesn't click, it's not secure in you. Okay, and there's that. All right, wash my hands. Nice little bathrooms here. It's decent.
One thing he didn't really mention is there's usually a hose that's right beside to rinse it out. So that's why he was kind of questioning if that was the spot.
Now we're going to see how Roy fills up the water into the camper van every day.
Okay, so pretty much going to assume this is fresh water since there's sinks right here. I did test it earlier and it does work. And the nice thing about Iceland, you get to go back to being a 70s, 80s kid and drink out of a hose because the water is very clean here. So watch out. So every morning I just fill up our water bottles. Nice cold fresh water. It's seriously really good.
You don't need to buy, talk about how you don't need to buy.
Yeah, you don't need to buy bottled water in Iceland. I think they send their water to the States. Do that. And also found that you can't fill, well, you'll see the camper fill, but you can't fill it real fast because it just squirts back out at you. Comes out like that. And you just fill it up. It takes a while. There's no connections you hook to, like in the States, if you have water, there's no hose. You just find a fresh water hose and fill it up. All right, cap goes on. Water's full. Setup, get cable out. Attached to power box. Attached to trailer. And there we go, we're set up.
Easiest setup ever.
If you really want to be crazy, you can do this. Let's see, level. And we're level.
He has an app.
Of course I do. Level front to back, that's all that matters.
We've been paying like an average of $40 to $60 per night, depending on the place. And that's always with electricity. That's the only upgrade you have is electricity. Based on the amenities that you get here versus what you get in America, it's totally more value. So it's one thing that's not that expensive in Iceland. I mean, you have every campsite has a place where you can cook your food, wash your dishes. Most of the time that's inside. This campsite did not have an indoor one, it was outside. But they have bathrooms, they have showers. Sometimes you have to pay extra for the shower. This one, as far as I know, you did not. But, oh, it said it was included. But we have been showering at the spa. And I did use our shower in the camper one day, but it is more of a rinse off situation. It's very tiny and you can't get a lot of stuff done. But that's where we've been showering at pretty much every day because we've been to a lot of spas.
Yes. But we've adapted pretty well to this van life. I don't know if we could ever live in one long time unless we were forced to, but it's not bad.
Yeah, this has been, we had spent 2 weeks in July in our
little travel trailer, which is 25 feet long,
Yeah.
and then pulling it with a pickup.
And it has a slide out.
That plus we were able to be outside and have a little bit of space from each other. This has been a little bit different because we've been crammed in this little van
Yes.
where we both can't be standing up at the same time, basically.
No, it's that's how the people in the submarines had to do it back in World War II or something like that. Then that sucks. Anyway, that's pretty much our synopsis on what a van life looks like in Europe. So,
Or in Iceland, at least.
Iceland at least.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this helped you as you plan your camper van trip around the Iceland Ring Road. And hopefully this helps you prepare for that and be able to navigate around Iceland a little bit better in your camper van. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button. And we would love it if you would subscribe to our channel. And you will be seeing more adventures like this. Thank you again for watching. And remember, get out there and go see it.